Let's take a look now at the chords for Our God. This song has a lot of repeated chord progressions, and so a couple things are going to be important for us when it comes to piano, when it comes to making sure that our fingers can move from chord to chord in an easy and quick, really efficient manner. So we're going to pay a lot of attention to the way we're going to voice those and lead them out. And then also, we want to know really what our volume and dynamic of playing those chords are going to be. And we'll take a look at this a bit more in our rhythm video, but pay a lot of attention to how you're playing those chords in those progressions from section to section. It's the rise and the fall of the volume and the dynamic that makes a lot of the difference in what you do. Okay, so we're going to take a look at each chord and then we'll figure out exactly how we're going to voice them out. The first one we want to look at in that intro is an E minor. Now we're in the key of G, so G being our home key, our one chord that we're in. And so for an E minor, we're up here on E, G, and B. There's our E minor, okay? To start the intro of Our God, we're going to be in what's known as the second inversion of that. So really we're taking this B and we're going to flip it down to here. And that is also an E minor. There's our position that we're going to start the intro of the song in. Still an E minor, second inversion. Okay, and then it goes to a C chord. So C chord, C, E, G. The three notes together there for C, and then to G. There we go. Our main chord of the key that we're in, all right? So we're going to be kind of working this back and forth. So from an E minor to a C to a G, remember there's our second inversion, and we can actually keep our fingers locked in that position and lift down to the C second inversion as well. Do you see that? So instead of playing the root position C, I've just lifted that down there. And it's the same shape as what we did for the E minor. So E minor, C, and then go right to that G, which is the root position. And that's what you play over and over for your intro. So E minor, C, and then G. Okay? That's the position we do for the intro. Now for the verse, we're going to play our E a little bit differently, okay? So in here, I'm going to play an E minor, an octave lower than what I just showed you before. Same notes, just lower. But we're going to play the first inversion, going here on a G, B, and now the E is higher. Still an E minor chord, first inversion, and that's our position to play in the verse, okay? And now we're right there to hit the C, that next chord, which was the same position, that second inversion that we did before. Okay, so we've just started the E minor in a different place is all. So an E minor, and then to a C, and then to a G. So that's kind of the feel, and we're just holding those chords out through the verse. Then when we get to our A minor, here's a chord in the latter part of the verses. So A, and then a C, and then a E, okay? A minor, and we're going to use a note up here, which is actually the seventh, and if you go up to a G, you can put all of that together. It's a little more colorful. You want to use this shape though, because we're going to break this chord apart a little bit in our playing. You're going to play the first two notes kind of in a walking little broken chord piece. Okay, we'll work again on the rhythm in the next video for this, but you're using the A minor except for this fifth note there. And so we're kind of changing the sound a little bit by adding this upper G to it. Okay, and then we're going to go to our D chord. And this is specifically now going to the D sus chord. So a D sus, if we look at this chord, a normal D is going to be D, F sharp, A. There's our D chord. That's what we're going to end on, but D, F sharp, A. For a D sus, we're going to change this F sharp to be a G. So we're on the first note of the chord. We're not playing the third, we're playing the fourth and the fifth. There you go. There's your D sus. 4 really is what it is. Good way to remember it. And then we come down to a G or a D, when we need it. Okay, so that gets us through the verse. So we use the same chords then, though, in the chorus as we play through that, and it'll just arrange it a little bit differently, and we'll look at this in our rhythm. So there's the chords that we have now for our God. We know the basic shapes and notes now of all of these that we'll need, and as we look at the rhythm and how we break them apart, pay careful attention to those notes and voicings that we've looked at so far.